When Moses went up to the mountain, he told them, prepare everything for me. I'm giving you the Torah, we will get the Torah. Actually, 3 days before, God told him, prepare everyone to be holy, to rinse themselves in water, not to touch their wives, to prepare for the acceptance of the Torah. This is 7 weeks after the exodus of Egypt. So, they prepare meat. They slaughter cows, sheep. They prepare tons of meat. To feed millions of people, you need thousands of cows and sheep. When Moses brought them the Torah, this is the holiday of Shavuos, they just found out that all the meat that they prepare for the holiday, it's not kosher. They cannot use it because it was slaughtered with a regular knife. They didn't know the law of slaughtering yet. So they had to throw perhaps millions of dollars into the garbage as the beginning, before they even get into the Torah, right away to get rid of all the meat. And that's what they had to do, and that's what they did. And that's why in Jewish custom until today, for 3,320 years, every year the Jews eat dairy food on the holiday of Shavuot. Why? There was no time to prepare new meat. You have to slaughter the animal, to put salt, to wait until all the blood comes out. It's hours. It takes a long time. There was no time. The holiday started. So that's a custom that has been transferred from generation to generation. When we review the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 4, we find something very interesting. The Torah says, God says to the Jews, one day, if you're not going to be faithful to me and will not keep my laws, I will spread you in all the nations, in all the countries, as we can see today. I will spread you in all the nations, and only very few of you will remain. As I'm directing you in different countries, God says. And over there, you will follow false religion. The religion of the wood and the religion of the stone. What does it mean, the religion of the wood, the religion of the stone? The answer is, the symbol of Christianity is the wood cross. That's what the Christians say, knock on wood. The symbol of Islam is the stone in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, the city of Mecca. There's a big rock there. They all go there every year in the Ramadan. It's very interesting. Because the Torah already 1,300 years before Christianity started and almost 2,000 years before Islam, the Torah already speaking that the Jews would live in countries that people worshipping false religions. You may think that I did not supply you with the right sufficient proof, so it gets a little bit further. What does it say? We have equal mathematical skip inside the text. Codes are hidden inside the text. An equal minimal skip of 50 letters. Inside the letters, the CD, Mecca, Mem, Kaf, Hey in Hebrew, 3 letters, appears in equal skip between the Mem, the Kaf, and the Hey in this verse. It gets even better. The word Yeshu, which means Jesus, Yud, Shin, Vav, 3 letters, appear in the same verse in equal mathematical skip of 50, Yud, Shin, and Vav. 2 words that symbolize Christianity and Islam are hidden inside the text of the Torah close to 2,000 years before they came. Is it possible for a human being to write a book and give it to people and inside write that there will be a person named Jesus and a city called Mecca and that symbolize 2 phony man-made religion? Is it possible? What person would know such a thing? The answer is no person. Only the creator of the world. We move on. As my next example, the Torah says to the Jews, be very careful, do not modify the Torah, do not add 1 word, 1 letter, or do not erase 1 letter. This is in Deuteronomy chapter 4. So it's very interesting because over the generation the Jews knew that it's subject to penalty and severe punishment. They were very careful to copy it in the original way. Once every 7 years, the king or the leaders would gather the people in groups and go over the entire Torah and make sure that nobody copy it wrong. And there was one exceptional here and there, they were match their Torah to the majority of the people and see that they have a mistake. And they fixed the mistake immediately, and that's how they kept the Torah in the original way. And one of the very interesting things is we review in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 32 to 35, this is what it says. God said to the Jews, go and check in history. From the time God created Adam on earth, from one side of the world to the other side of the world, did a nation ever heard the voice of God speaking to him from the fire with magics and strong hand? Did God ever try to take a group of people from a larger group of people and to make a covenant between him and them? Did it ever happen? It will never happen. There's a promise right here in the Torah that God promised to the Jews, even though there will be many people who come later on and fake a beginning of a new religion, God, will make sure that the stories of these people will only be a story of one individual with no witnesses. I will prevent in any way that this person will bring any witnesses to back up the story. Even though we know it's a lie, you still can fake and bring two phony witnesses to back up your story by teaching them what to say. God say, trust me, I will never let it happen. Why? I don't want to confuse my nation, the Jews. You're the only one who witnessed the event of receiving the Torah. Your prophet Moses received it, and you witnessed the event, and you heard the voice of God. Soon we're going to see how Moses was basically not interested to get the mission that God gave him, and only after God assured him that he's going to bring him in front of everyone and speak to him, everybody will believe in him forever. So the Torah promised nobody will ever start a religion with witnesses. Now, as I told you before, more than 80,000 times people came and claimed that they have a new religion. Well, not once they could think about bringing few witnesses. How can it be? The answer is the Torah made a guarantee. If one of them would bring a group of witnesses and bribe them, we will have a very serious problem in the Torah, because the Torah promised something like this will not happen. Do you know of a book that was written by a human being, by a person that can promise such a thing for the next 3,000 years? What person has such ability to write in a book and give it to millions? I will prevent any other religion to start from more than one person. Do you think a person is capable of promising such a thing? The answer is absolutely not.